Hello, people. I hadn't come on for a while. Been dealing with a couple of issues with my life. I'm not coming on to talk about my weight or anything like that, because right now that's not even important. What I am coming on to talk about is dealing with anxiety. I have been dealing with anxiety and panic attacks and mild, seems like depression since I was like young, really young. I would say maybe 6. I remember my first panic attack, or anxiety attack. I would have every night when my mom went to work. Just feeling like making sure she was going to be okay. I would break out into a rash, and basically that still happens today. Y'all see that big pimple over there? I think that comes from probably stress and anxiety. Anywho, that's my son, my oldest son, in the background. So, I was on YouTube. I was trying to figure out things that I could do to get rid of stress, anxiety. I wouldn't say depressed, but anxiety does cause depression because it's kind of like you just want to not be anxious anymore, which causes you to be sad and annoyed, and you want to quit making up stuff, thinking that something's wrong with you, and reality, nothing's really wrong with you. Okay, let's take a minute. Talk about my natural hair. I'm sorry. I was just looking at it and it's really growing. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to get tree braids really soon. Okay. So back to the anxiety. But yeah. So I want to come on and talk about anxiety, and hopefully this can help somebody else. Like I said, I've been dealing with anxiety for quite some time. And it seems like lately it has been getting worse. And I do believe because it comes from the stress in my life. I'm currently not working, but I do have my own business and it's very successful. But it's I own an athletic club. So we do football, tennis, basketball, things like that. So I deal with over 150 kids on a daily basis. Deal with their parents on a daily basis. And it's just things that are expected of you. And it's just you have to be perfect. And it's very annoying, which is causing me stress. This is our first year. And we're doing very good, but just the stress from, I guess, being the owner of the business, having to doing all the running around, having to make sure everything's perfect, answering to the parents, my staff, things like that is just really stressful. So I find myself having more anxiety attacks. And I would say, I don't have to look in a book to define anxiety. I can just tell you from my personal experience, anxiety feels like maybe your heart fluttering, skipping a beat. I hadn't had that in about 3 years, but that's when I realized it was really bad about 3 years ago. I went to see a cardiologist, got EKG, got heart monitors, and realized that it's really not a cardiac, a heart issue or issue with my heart. Is just anxiety. I was on I found myself in the ER a whole lot. At the doctor's office a lot, and thank God there's nothing wrong with me, but anxiety makes you feel like there's something wrong with you. So anyway, I just want to come on and just let everybody know that you're not alone. Ways that I deal with anxiety is really calling my mom, and I talk to her, and she kind of talks me down out of my attack. And then what else do? I don't know. I just do lots of meditating. I try to recite good things to myself, say, you're healthy, you are anxiety free. I've also recently looked up tapping. Tapping for anxiety is something you have to look it up, but it's you tap your forehead when you're having, hold on, get away. I have 3 boys and 2 of them are very nosy. So it's like this. And you look it up for tapping, and it really does work. And if you, so I'm going to do that more often. I don't know if you guys know that I am a runner. So, and I hadn't ran I hadn't ran consistently in about a year. So I'm going to start picking that back up. And that helps with anxiety because it, releases serotonin, which is a happy, drug from the Lord. And I think that's it. You know, I stopped drinking coffee. Well, no, don't let me lie. I tried to stop drinking coffee, so drinking it less. So I drink it like every other day, and then I'm doing like lots of tea. Other than that, you know, I'm just really working on this. So I just wanted to come on and say that you're not alone, and there is things that can be done. And I really would love the day that I just wake up and I have no anxiety about anything, about driving. I have my husband drive me everywhere because of my anxiety. I really stay here in the city because I don't really like to leave the city because of my anxiety. I have social anxiety. It's just crazy. But I am working on it, praying on it, working on it, doing lots of holistic things. I have been to the doctor many a times and offered many a drugs, and I don't think that that's going to work for me because, you know, I'm very holistic and I believe that I can do something else. But you guys, leave me a comment if you all think that if you know of anything that you can do for anxiety. I never have told anybody about this, except my mama. My husband and I have been together for 17 years, and I just told him about my anxiety a couple of months ago, maybe last month. He does realize that a lot of times I'm in the bed and he's like, what's wrong? And I just tell him nothing but just anxiety attack and panic attack for no apparent reason. Nothing's going on, but I think it's just whatever's going on in my head, like where I want to be, like I'm not. So anyway, you're not alone. So leave a comment if you know any like holistic things that I can do besides running. I'm going to definitely take that back up starting tomorrow. I remember when I used to run all the time, like jog 3 to 5 miles a day. I would not have a panic attack for about a week, maybe, you know. So I'm going to pick that back up tomorrow, and hopefully that really, really helps. I'm sure it will. But I will let you all know. Anyway, and once I get my anxiety together, you know, then I think everything else will be fine. My weight, my healthy hair growth. I think it's really healthy, though. I really love it. I am going to get some tree braids in it, though, to like kind of help. I just took braids out, and it really grew like tremendously. And look at this. This hair is just so straight. I'm like off subject, I know, but I don't know. So y'all, just be great. And that's all. I will talk to y'all maybe by the end of the week. All right. All right, y'all. Peace out. Continue to love.